Joe Askren here with drjoebrews.com. We are at Barriehaus Beer Co. in Ybor for our next neural download. Although one of the newer breweries in the Tampa area, they've hit the scene with world-class success. Barriehaus is co-owned and co-founded by Brittany Barry, Jim Barry, and June Bailey. Right out of the gate, they earned World Beer Cup gold medals in 2022 and 24. They've also won a boatload of other Best Florida beer medals. Jim's brewing heritage dates back 150 years to his great-great-great-grandfather, Philip Kling, who immigrated from Germany into the U.S. and opened his brewery in 1863. Barriehaus continues to carry the perfection of world-class lagers. This is a must-visit hospitality experience. There's also now a second location in Trinity. Now here's part 2 of the 2-part series.
So Jim, when you start your boil, you seem to be really dialed in on making sure you're checking and doing tests on pH. How many times and when do you do that during the 60-minute boil?
Yeah, so in the boil, we'll check it at the 60-minute mark, the 15-minute mark, and then at knockout into the fermenter. And then before that, we'll do a first runnings right before it goes into the kettle.
Gotcha.
And those 4 times.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It gives you a chance to correct anything that might be messed up. Normally there's no issue, but you don't know if you don't check.
Exactly. Yeah. This might help, because you're not going to always trust the bags of grain you get. This is kind of while you're testing this, and you're taking these notes that are you going to then look at those notes later to see if there's any trend?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's rye, a new malt batch could be a lot higher. I mean, we had that multiple times with our Tampa exporter flagship, and so you can see some drifts, or your pH meter can be messed up, and that's the problem. So there's a lot of factors, but if you're at least testing, you can do something about it.
Exactly. That was my next thought. So because you're doing that consistently with every beer you make in here, you're testing it at the same periods of time.
Yeah.
That's going to give you, it's probably less room for ruining something down the road when you catch it too late. You're catching it early.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's a great tip.
If your pre-boil pH is 5.8 and you don't know, and you're wondering why there's a crazy bitter astringency to your beer, there's how you're going to correct it if you don't.
Exactly.
You don't know. Oh, sorry.
From having too high of a pH.
Too high of a pH.
Too alkaline.
But if we checked it and something happened like that, we could add acid to the kettle right now and try to mitigate.
That's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure other brewers do this, but man, maybe not quite as often as you do. That's a great.
We also know, that's why we check our final runnings, right? Because you don't want your final runs over 5.6. I mean, they say, I don't know what the textbooks are these days, 5.8, 5.9, but I wouldn't go above 5.6. Yeah. So if you know that you are in that range, you can next time you're brewing, you can add a little bit more acid, and you can get in that range you want to get into.
Exactly. Yeah. This sounds like like what a good chef would do in the kitchen. You know, sort of knows the process, knows the recipes, and sort of knows how to fix things if they recognize them early.
Yeah, it's trial and error, but you need data to fix things.
Love it, man.
Multitasking is something that brewers are always going to be doing. This is Greg cleaning out the mash tun. This is all spent grain. It'll be picked up by farmers. Jim actually has a farm of his own. He's got some ducks, goats, and cattle, and it'll be used to feed some of his farm animals too. So everything right on schedule. Get the 30-minute hop going in. Spalt select. And then we have the 10-minute hop edition ready too. Saphir, and we have some Royal Flock tablets in there as well.
This is Barriehaus's heat exchanger, and we've got the hot wort. It's going to be coming in, going through the heat exchanger, coming out, and then going into the clean and sanitized fermenter tank. And then this heat exchanger is very unique, Jim was telling me, because besides they have the cold water from the cold liquor tank, it's behind there. You can't really see it from here, but it's behind. That's coming in. The cold water is coming in. That's the flow. And as it comes out, it's hot.
And I set it to 48 already.
The water is hot, and then it's coming out of the hot.
Pitch that whole quarter barrel that's in there
back into the hot liquor tank.
Yeah,
and then here's the unique part about it is they have a glycol hook up there too, So by using this glycol line, they can cool down this heat exchanger even more if they need it, you know. So they have two ways of cooling the wort down.
That was the only
cold
one, right?
liquor tank and a separate line flow of glycol.
I don't want to
Pretty
pitch
cool.
more.
That's amazing. So 212 down to 45 in about, you said 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 400 gallons.
400 gallons of wort.
Yeah.
It's not beer yet, obviously, it's wort. And then, yeah, I love that method where the cold water that's being passed through the heat exchanger then goes right back into the hot liquor tank.
Recapture it for
Recapture,
brew or
yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
So,
Not down the drain,
Yep.
which is, don't tell anybody, but that's kind of what mine does, and I need to find a better method there. Good stuff. Excellent. Importance of sanitation. How do you prep this heat exchanger?
Yeah, so first we start off with the tank is already, the fermenter is already clean, right? And so then we do a sanitation loop where we're running through the spray ball and the blow-off arm, racking arm, do a 20-minute cycle on there, and then well, it was already clean.
Already clean.
So
all
we're
ready
gonna
to go.
do a sanitation cycle with peracetic acid.
Gotcha.
And 20-minute loop, and then we do a loop for the heat exchanger itself. So wort side going in, back out into the racking arm of the fermenter that we're knocking out into.
Gotcha.
So we do a 30-minute sanitation cycle on that, and so it's ready to go.
It's all ready to go, man.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting right now for the end of the
boil here.
Boil.
Yep.
And we're at the end of the boil, the knockout phase, and this is when Jim is adding the sourget to drop the pH. And he's taking it out of the keg here, as you can see, and dropping it into the boil kettle, which is at 212 at knockout. This is the first time I've seen this German brewing technique. It takes some forethought because it's sourced from a previous beer they made the day before.
This is the end of the boil. Greg's about to do our dilution, which today is 40 gallons.
So it's 40 gallons that'll be added to the
357.
357.
Yeah, correct, yeah. Which is about 335 gallons now.
Gotcha.
Due to the boil off.
True.
Yeah.
Got it.
So he has to reset the panel, that's why.
Right on.
That's why he's doing that, to get our flow meter working.
So again, we're adding more water from the hot liquor tank into here.
Yeah, and then you can see on the panel.
To give you the volume you want.
That's what Greg's looking at.
And then you'll start your whirlpool.
Yep, and that's that.
Gotcha. Oh, that's how much is going in?
That's how much is going on.
Right on, okay.
Yeah.
So again, the boil's finished, just adding more hot water in there before they start the whirlpool to give them more wort, final wort into the tank, the
Correct.
fermenter.
Yep.
Smart.
We'll hit our exactly 11.8 Plato for this beer.
Got it.
And
I'm sure you will, Jim.
and hopefully the pH is correct. But
pH is gonna, you gotta nail the pH. I'm your good luck charm today. I'm your good luck charm, man. You gotta nail it.
Sorry, we can always add more. You can't add less.
That's true. That's true. And again, you're looking for like a 5.1,
5.1 to 5.2. Yep.
5.2.
Yep.
Oh yeah, some nutrients, right?
Another secret of ours.
That's right.
Yep. Normally we boil with it, but
Love it. I love it.
I was distracted, Joe.
Yeah. Doing everything you can create that incredible environment.
Exactly.
The next step, which is transferring the wort into the fermenter, is a critical one. Greg is setting all this up now. He was a brewer at Cigar City, so very experienced. He makes it look easy, but it's definitely a complicated process. First, the sanitation of every hose, clamp, valve, and vessel is of utmost importance. Greg really uses perfect sanitation protocol from start to finish. There's multiple liquids here in active flow, if you think about it. The wort starts at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. It needs to be cooled down to the mid-40s before entering the fermenter. The heat exchanger assists with this and involves ingoing and outgoing water from the cold water tank back into the HLT. This is a very efficient step, one that most home brewers don't follow. So 400 gallons of hot wort flows through the heat exchanger and into the fermenter with a 160-degree difference. That takes about 20 minutes. Simultaneously, as you'll see, Greg will inject the yeast directly into the cooled wort line, which pumps into the fermenter. He's coordinating all of these variables. speed of flow of both cold chill water, the wort, and also the yeast.
Clarex and ALDC.
Gotcha.
So Clarex are post-fermentation clarifying, and it helps out with like cold haze, chill haze and stuff. Maybe
Nice.
sometimes you get that. Now we're gonna pitch our yeast.
Nice.
Got our sandy that was in there.
Yeah, so you don't wait till the end, you pitch it right away.
Yeah. As long as your temperature isn't too high, which it shouldn't be.
Right.
Just, I usually start it a little slower. And, as soon as I start my pitch,
Oh, that's cool, man.
Speed it up, that way we're kind of in the right zone with the head.
So it's coming right in the side there
Hey Nick,
as the wort's coming in. Beautiful.
As you can see here, the wort temperature coming out of the heat exchanger is just a couple degrees over 40, right where Greg wants it to be.
And then how does this work right here? This is pushing in oxygen.
Yep, so there's like kind of a little like diffuser in there. Lots of little holes and stuff. So like a carbonation zone, essentially. This whole thing is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the wort coming out after it's chilled, getting oxygenated, and then flowing right into the fermenter. And the yeast is going in simultaneously.
So this wort is all ready to be turned into their beautiful Munich-style. They never rush the process at Barriehaus. It should take them about 6 to 8 weeks to finish. I hope you enjoyed the time here I spent with Jim and Greg. Can't thank them enough for letting me peek behind the curtain. Again, if you'd like to find out more about our brewing community, click on the link in this video description, and if you want more hands-on industry sessions like this one, you will find them on my YouTube page. Also, search USF Brewing Arts to find out more about our certificate program. Go Bulls!